one, Nikola Jokic. I did put him number one.
The numbers told the story. They always do.
It's one of those idiots who believe in analytics.
This is a numbers game with Gil Alexander on VSiN.
I try to rile you up with some stuff. Can I talk to you about some basketball thing that happened yesterday?
Sure.
Michael Wilbon was discussing his MVP ballot. He's a voter on ESPN yesterday. 1 was Jokic. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. 2 was Anthony Edwards, followed by SGA. Luka was 4th, and Jayson Tatum was 5th. So wait a minute. So Tatum was 5th. Come on. And SGA was 3rd behind Ant. How does that make you feel about your bets?
Not great. And as you and I were texting yesterday, how are the olds going to screw me up on this?
The olds are going to get you.
The olds are going to get me. It really is first of all, ESPN, you broke the number one rule of teases yesterday because they caught my attention. I was sitting there working, and they're going to break, and we come back. Michael Wilbon joins us to talk about his MVP, the MVP candidates, and the surprise winner long shot he's got up front. And then he comes on, he's like, well, if it ended today, it would be Nikola Jokic for sure.
Yeah,
I'm like,
not exactly a long shot.
Not a surprise.
It's not called long shot.
It's not called long shot. And then he was going. This is where he was like, I don't understand why Anthony Edwards isn't getting any credit. I've got him and Shea like 2-3, and then he'd have Luka Tatum like 4-5.
That's what he said.
How he was kind of laying it out. And, yeah, it led me down a rabbit hole of, I think I spent 45 minutes yesterday power ranking what I would have the MVP candidates
Where would
10.
Tatum be for you? Like, not even close to that, right?
I have Jayson Tatum at number 8. I made him number 8.
Much more reasonable.
I made him number 8, and a lot of that is to do with, look, I think the Anthony Edwards one is it's a decent point, but he's right around the same area of Tatum. The biggest argument that you have for both of those guys is their team's success so far.
The biggest takeaway for me is we have SGA tickets.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, here we are, pontificating about this. It's just like we do this in every sport, and we have no idea what these guys are actually thinking.
That's what it is. I mean, we bring this up on every awards conversation, but you've got no idea what these guys are thinking.
Maybe I'll try to get Wilbon on. You can talk to him. I mean, go ahead, Kelly. Have at it. You have a basketball bet today?
I do. You want to hear my power rankings real quick?
Oh yeah, please.
I stopped at a certain point because they get a little murky.
Go ahead.
Number 1, Nikola Jokic. I did put him number 1. I'm kind of at that point, too.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, SGA.
Yeah.
Number 3, Giannis. Number 4, Luka Doncic. And I stand by those. Well, unless you want to argue that SGA should be number 1. Then I'm okay with that one.
Yeah.
Number 5, Donovan Mitchell for me.
I like that.
Now, if you want to say, Kelly, he hasn't played barely enough games, you're right. And he's going to have trouble actually qualifying for this award.
Correct.
But right now, he is qualified for it. So right now, he would be number 5 for me. Kevin Durant would be number 6. He would be number 6 for me. Kawhi Leonard, number 7. Jayson Tatum, number 8. And then it gets really murky after that. Halliburton probably after him, 9. Then LeBron, Steph, Anthony Edwards, somewhere in that order.
Steph, don't sleep on Steph.
LeBron and Steph.
Yeah.
Better seasons than anybody wants to admit.
Amazing.